To Rashid's group, he'll be here in a few minutes.
I'm working as fast as I can. Mr. Evans will be with you very soon.
That's fine. I'm a little early, aren't I?
Just a few minutes.
Is your last name pronounced LePage?
It's Lepage, actually.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, is it Ms. Lepage or Mrs. Lepage?
It's Ms.
But you can call me by my first name.
Do you mind if I call you Ms. Lepage? I love the way it sounds.
That's fine.
I'm keeping you from your work, aren't I?
I'm sorry. I'd love to talk, but I really have to get this done right away.
I understand. You're not from here, are you?
Excuse me?
Your accent. You come from France, don't you?
Yes. Paris, actually.
That's nice. It sure is a beautiful day, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have that information?
I'm not quite done.
What's taking so long? Mrs. Beatty, I can take you to Mr. Evans' office. He'll be here shortly.
Why, thank you. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Paul, we have our first group from India coming next week. Since Mr. Rashid has traveled to India many times, I've asked him to talk to you about etiquette in India. Mr. Rashid.
Paul, why don't you greet me as if I were an Indian tourist? Ask me to come with you and show me to the tour bus.
Okay, hi there, I'm Paul.
Oh, if I were an Indian woman, you would have just insulted me. Women and men generally do not touch.
Okay, hi there.
You just told me to go away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, too close. You should stand this far away from someone. Instead of shaking hands, do this and say, Namaste.
Namaste.
Excellent. Now, tell me to come with you to the tour bus.
Okay, come with me.
This is a rude gesture in India. Do it like this.
Come with me.
Good, good.
To the bus over there. I know, I just insulted you.
Pointing with your fingers is considered impolite. Use your chin instead.
To the bus over there. I'm never going to get this.
So you're doing wonderfully.
Oh, thank you, Mr.
Oh, too close!
Let's get Miss Novak's tickets ready. She may be stopping by this afternoon.
Paul, are you okay?
No, I feel awful.
What's wrong?
I've got this horrible cold. I'm sneezing. My back is killing me. I've got this pain at my hip. My neck's been bothering me all day. And I have a stomach ache.
You may have to go see a doctor.
No, I hate doctors.
I wonder what could be wrong.
Maybe he's allergic to work.
I'm not kidding here. I'm in pain.
I used to want to be a doctor, you know. Say ah.
What?
Now I remember why I didn't become a doctor.
Paul, you really must get some medical help.
A little acupuncture might help you feel better.
Stay away from me.
Dr. Anderson is meeting Mr. Evans downstairs in the cafe. Should we ask her to come up? She may be able to help.
Great idea. I'll go get her.
You might prefer an herbal remedy?
Stop it.
How long have you been feeling this way?
I got the cold last night, and the pain in my back started this morning.
Want to try a little spiritual healing?
You're making me laugh.
Laughter's the best medicine, you know.
Oh, but it hurts.
Say ah. Cover your face, Doc.
Well, you have a cold, that's for sure.
What about the other stuff? The pain in the back and the side?
Well, have you taken any medications lately?
Just some over-the-counter stuff. Painkiller, cold tablets, nasal spray.
Well, that sounds okay.
And some cough medicine, vitamins, and acid.
That's a lot of medicine.
And some decongestant.
That's too much medicine in one day.
That must be why you're feeling so bad.
Have you been around anyone else who's sick?
My friend Don has had a cold all week. We lifted weights last night for about an hour, ran 5 miles. He had to walk the last mile.
Is that your usual exercise routine?
Yep. I started it yesterday.
Well, that explains it. You exercised too much.
That's all?
That's all.
A little chiropractic treatment might help you.
Stay away from me.
Now, about the travel documents for the Australian group. We've had everything mailed to them, right?
Mr. Evans, we gave you the package of travel documents to give to Mr. Wells the other night at dinner before he flew home to Sydney.
A white envelope about this big?
Yes.
I gave it to Mr. Rashid before he left for Lebanon.
Oh, Mr. Wells needs those documents the day after tomorrow. His group is flying in on Thursday.
I'll call the courier. If they can pick up a package by 5 p.m., we should be okay.
That gives us an hour. I'll reprint the tour information, but what about the travel guides? I can't print 25 copies that fast.
I'll call Copies to Go and have them reprint the travel guides.
They can't do a rush job. Call Harper's instead. They're faster and much more reliable.
Okay.
Hello? National Express. I need to get a package to Australia ASAP.
If Harper's can't make the color copies that fast, we'll take black and white.
Bob, are you reprinting the tickets?
Yep.
Hello. I need to get 25 color documents printed right away.
Yes, it's very much a hurry.
Who are you calling, Mr. Evans?
What's that? Oh, my tailor.
Your tailor?
These sleeves are too long. They're driving me crazy. Thank you, everyone, for fixing my mistake with Mr. Wells. Now, I've asked Cheryl to plan a party for his group next Friday, and I'd like for everyone to help. Cheryl, do you have a plan?
Yes, I do. Marie, I'd like to have you choose the restaurant for the party.
I'd love to.
Bob, I'll let you choose the menu.
You will?
Mm-hmm. Paul, could you plan the music?
Yes?
Good. Now, Marie, I called 10 restaurants and had them give us a price for a party room. These two had the best prices.
The Green Room's a nice restaurant.
Great. That's my favorite, too. Now, Bob, about the food.
I was thinking steak and potatoes
Well,
and...
the client asked for fish or chicken. So, I had the restaurant put together a menu with each. Which do you like better?
I like chicken more than fish, I guess.
Great. Chicken it is. Now, Paul.
Let me guess. You have a list of music choices.
Yes.
These look fine.
Great. I think we're all done.
You see how easy it is to plan something when we do it all together?
So glad we could help. Another wonderful dinner, Cheryl. Thank you.
You're welcome. I really enjoy cooking, actually. When I was young, I thought I was going to be a chef.
You could be a chef. These cookies are fantastic.
Why didn't you become a chef?
My mother talked me out of it. She thought I would always have to work at night. She was afraid I would never meet a man and get married.
She was probably right. If you were a chef, you wouldn't have met Bob.
How do you know?
Before he met you, Bob only ate fast food. It's true.
Your mother must have been very happy when you and Bob got engaged.
She was. Hey, you'll never guess what Bob was going to be.
Cheryl.
A rock musician.
Basketball player?
No. Bob was going to be a dancer. He was actually in the state ballet when he was young.
No kidding.
You never told me this.
I could have been a great dancer.
What made you change your mind?
The diet was too hard. I had to stop eating everything. Chocolate cake, fried chicken, potato chips. I tried. I might have been able to do it. But then they said, no more bread and butter. Bread and butter, can you believe it? And that was the end.
Wow, Bob. I never knew. Do you enjoy watching ballet at all?
I can't. I'd like to. But as soon as the music starts, I get very, very hungry.
What about you, Mr. Evans? What did you think you were going to be when you were younger?
If I tell you, will you try not to laugh?
Of course.
I always thought I would have my own television program to talk about etiquette.
I didn't know you were so interested in etiquette.
I have always loved etiquette. I think I would have made a great television etiquette teacher.
Well, I think you could still do it. It's perfect for you.
Really? Why?
Well, you're very polite, for one thing.
You always know which fork to use at a restaurant? That's a real talent.
You've taught me a lot about the customs of other cultures.
Maybe I could still give it a try. Today's topic, dinner conversation. If your international guests look offended and are leaving the table early, you've probably chosen a topic that's taboo in their home country. Find out what's acceptable and what's not. Coming up on International Etiquette with Evans. What do you think?
Wow.
Amazing.
Unforgettable.
You have a real talent, all right?
Thank you.
I don't know. I didn't know that planning a wedding would be so hard.
Marie, could you give us your opinion on a few things?
I'd love to.
First, how many people should we invite? Bob wants a small wedding.
20 guests would be nice.
I want a large wedding. About 300 people.
300? Yesterday you said 200.
I have a lot of relatives who want to come.
Then there's the location. I always thought I'd get married in a park or at the beach.
That's so romantic.
I would like to get married indoors, where I won't get wet if it's raining.
That makes sense.
I prefer traditional music in the ceremony.
Contemporary music.
I'd like a long ceremony and a short reception.
I want a short ceremony and a huge celebration afterwards.
I want a white cake.
And I want...
A chocolate cake. I know.
How are we ever going to agree on this?
Don't hurt yourself. Here's an idea that might work. Plan a wedding that's big enough to include all of Cheryl's family, sorry, Bob, in a park on Oak Street that has that building where you can go if it rains. You can have traditional music in the ceremony and contemporary music at the party. And you could have 2 cakes at the reception, 1 white and 1 chocolate.
Sounds okay to me.
Me too.
Hey, we did it!
Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so happy. Excuse me.
Oh, Marie, thank you so much.
You're amazing. We couldn't have done it without you.
Hi. Lunchtime is over. Are you coming up to the office?
I'm too tired to go back to the office. Planning a wedding is